I'm Nina Concepcion.
I'm Catherine Bourne-Taylor. And we are obsessed. Obsessed is a comedy podcast about your hyperfixations, the ones that keep you up at night, hijack your group chats, and send you down a rabbit hole.
Each episode, we deep dive and unpack the niche interest you just can't get your mind off of. No obsession is too weird when you're among friends. Woo! Woohoo! Oh, it's so nice to be recording in person.
It's so nice. Last week we tried to record on Zoom because it was like a deluge of rain.
It was crazy, a downpour.
A complete downpour, and we didn't want to drive in that. And so we tried to do it on Zoom, and it just...
I had so many technical difficulties.
It was so funny. It was like every time you logged on, it got worse.
It got worse.
Better.
Every time. It's one of those things where I have an old-ass laptop, as you're familiar with, and Apple is trying to, get me to... They're punishing me.
They're absolutely... really trying to back you into a corner.
Yes, they are. And same with my phone. My phone has been glitching like crazy, but I don't want to upgrade it and I don't want to get a new one, and they're punishing me.
Yeah.
Big Apple is punishing me.
You're being punished. Targeted.
I'm getting
Specifically.
By Big Apple.
This is a call to everyone. Nina's being targeted by Big Apple.
If I disappear, you'll know why. Look for me in the Apple headquarters.
I have no plans to disappear.
Oh my God, how are you doing?
Girl, I'm okay. I'm
hanging in there.
I'm running this Shakespeare show, which I've done 1,000 times before, where we do this thing where we have one read through, one rehearsal, and then we do the play memorized.
I didn't realize
in
it was
a bar.
Only one rehearsal.
It's one rehearsal, and that's kind of the magic of it, right? It's like you're sort of watching the play being discovered at the same time as the actors. And I've done this kind of thing for 10 years. Wow. So I literally have told people, I'm like, I may not be good at much, but I'm good at doing Shakespeare in bars. That is something I can do. But we had this rehearsal on Monday that my body felt shell-shocked for 24 hours after. The venue is so perfect, but we didn't realize how loud the freeway was. I don't know how we didn't realize this.
And so you had rehearsal at the bar?
Yeah, in the space.
In the space.
And
no.
And there was a cornhole tournament going on at the exact same time.
A nightmare.
And it was really overwhelming. And I felt so bad because these are professional actors. Everyone had the best attitude about it.
Yeah.
I keep doing that thing where I'm like, that rehearsal was bad, right? And they're like, it wasn't so bad. And I think everyone's just being nice to me. Yeah. But luckily the bartenders were all theater people. So when when me and the other leader of it went up to them, we're like, guys, I'm so sorry, but I don't know if this is gonna work. They let us move into their brewery space, not outside. It's gonna be totally fine.
Are you doing the show in the brewery space now? Yes. Because there's no way you could do a whole show with that freeway noise.
No, absolutely not. I mean, and it'll feel like the first time we're doing it because that is not the space we rehearsed in.
But that's the magic of theater.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be kind of magical. But it was so intense. I felt like I was in a box full of marbles.
Oh my God.
People would be like, "Lo, my lord, your wife is with child." And people were like, "What?"
Yelling it
you
so
couldn't
loud.
hear. It was so bad. Well, okay, how are you?
I'm also hanging on,
I do.
It's just crazy.
I know.
Hanging on by a thread in so many ways, but also, I don't know. I'm grateful for Lexapro, I'll tell you that.
Amen, sister.
It's letting me just ride the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, that is it. That is it. Well, what are you obsessed with this week?
So I'm obsessed with a book that came highly recommended by Catherine and several other friends. Everyone I talked to has been like, I just read this amazing book. It's called The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. And I'm about a little less than halfway through because it's a pretty long book.
It is. The audiobook is
13 hours.
Yeah, 13 hours, which is longer than the almost exact 9 hours I notice most audiobooks are these days.
The 9 to 10 range.
Yes.
13. And so I'm going back and forth between the audiobook and then the actual book so I can consume it at any point in the day.
Smart.
It's my favorite thing because when I go on a walk, I don't want to put my book down. I don't want to bring my Kindle when I walk, which I have done before. And it's just too much.
And now you don't have to.
And I don't have to. And it's so fantastic. God. It's gripping. The way she's like telling this story and unfolding it, because it jumps between timelines. It spans from the 1950s to 1975 so far is what I know. So I haven't looked at all the chapters. I don't want any spoilers.
Great.
So I don't like looking at like how many chapters. But so far, I think it goes to 1975.
I'm not going to tell you.
But I am freaking out.
Honestly, when you finish it, maybe we should just do an episode on it.
We should.
We've never done an episode on a book before, have we?
I don't think so. And so for anyone listening, if you don't know what it is, just the quick summary is like in 1975 at this camp in the Adirondacks, a 13-year-old girl goes missing, and she's the daughter of the camp owners.
Yeah, the rich family on the hill who finance the camp, but they don't even send their own kids to it usually.
They don't. And then I don't think this is a spoiler. We can cut it out if it is. But 15 years ago, her brother, before she was even born, disappeared as well from the grounds,
forests,
in the forests, in the woods. And so it's like going back and forth between his disappearance, her current disappearance, the current day. It is just so massive.
The people around it, the counselor,
the townspeople,
cop. Like, oh my God, I love the
I just got to Utica.
Character.
That's her name.
Love Utica.
I just now I've been with her a little bit, but I'm obsessed with TJ.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with TJ. I feel so bad for so many people. All the women in the book, I'm just like devastated for.
Yeah,
the mom character is very layered.
If you're halfway through, this is the moment that it really feels like, oh my God, can these women get a break?
That's what it feels like.
It felt heavy to me, but you're only halfway through. That's all I'll say.
And you know what I'll say too? It reminds me of like, we know this like in history, how hard it was. Like, I'm not saying, obviously right now we're living through just a hellscape, but I always look at my mom, for instance, and I'm like, she was born in 1960, came of age in the 70s. I'm like, it is a miracle that you aren't so, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I just like, how did you make it?
The way daily gaslighting that these women would just deal with from everywhere.
The lack of mental health resources, just the lack of support, the rampant sexism. I mean, oh my God. I just look at any person who's like born 1940 and beyond, and I'm just like, how?
I mean, I think that there was a lot of pent-up rage.
Yes. And we see it trickling down.
We see it still.
Family, the trauma. But anyway, it's so good. It's so
good. Yeah.
Obsessed.
Oh, yay.
What are you obsessed with?
Speaking of strong women, I am obsessed with Alyssa Liu, the ice skater, the gold medal champion of the United States. I have never felt more patriotic than watching her. Like, we were at a ice skating watch party.
Yes.
And I feel very strongly that there is something magical about her performance.
Yeah.
I think it's really powerful to watch someone performing in such a high stakes situation with so much freeness in her body.
Yeah.
It's not until you watch her do that you realize how much tension everyone else is holding. True tension.
Yeah.
But she is I don't know. I've watched it probably 9 times.
Yeah.
MacArthur Park Suite is my #1 listened to song on Spotify right now.
Great.
Because I just find it so inspirational. I feel like that is the attitude that is going to get us through the current moment, actually. The attitude of well, I love what I'm doing and I get to do this. And screw the outcome. Let me just show you what I can do.
She moves like water, like on the ice. Like, it's so the opposite of rigid, like you said, like tense.
And there's an aspect that reminds me of 4-year-olds also who don't know how to, don't know how to, but aren't worried about carrying themselves in a certain way. And so that's why they can just like flop on the ground and like jump up and down. And you're like, how are you doing this with your body?
Yeah.
And it's because there's like a lack of inhibition.
Yeah. It's also, I love watching people in their flow state and like watching her just in her absolute flow state.
That's such a good way to put it.
Oh, it's the best because it's the best feeling when you reach that and when you do that. There's nothing like it.
You just really summed it up. Yeah. Watching someone in their flow state is actually like so powerful because that's when you're like they're most connected.
It's so good.
Oh, so I'm obsessed with
Oh my God.
that performance.
I love that. We love Alyssa.
On December 12th, Disney Plus invites you to go behind the scenes with Taylor Swift in an exclusive 6-episode docuseries.
I wanted to give something to the fans that they didn't expect.
The only thing left is to close the book.
The end of an era. And don't miss Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, the final show, featuring for the first time the Tortured Poets Department. Streaming December 12th, only on Disney Plus.
Well, okay. This is a very exciting episode. We were supposed to record it last week, but it's great we didn't.
I'm really glad we didn't. So we are going to talk about the first half of season 2 of The Pitt that has aired. So 7 episodes have come out. The 8th one comes out tonight.
Yeah, tonight's a big night. It's Traitors, The Pitt, Love Story. Everything is hitting tonight.
Oh, are you watching Love Story, by the way?
I'm really enjoying
need to watch it. My mom is like obsessed with it.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
You know what's so funny too? I feel like moms, like our moms, like loved Robert. What's his name? Sorry, I'm blanking.
JFK Jr.
JFK Jr. They like my mom had growing up was like he was the most beautiful man I've ever seen.
Yeah, we so missed how obsessed everyone was
like
with him.
Women of a certain age,
100%.
obsessed.
Maybe I'll say that for what I'm obsessed with next episode, so that we can like talk more about it.
We need to
because I've binged 4 episodes.
Oh my God, I need to watch
avoid my existential dread about this Shakespeare show.
Okay, great. Okay, so the first 7 episodes of The Pitt are out.
Yeah.
And a lot has happened.
So much has happened in these 7 hours of this shift.
Okay, so I guess we should start where like it picks up. Mm-hmm. It's 10 months later. It's the 4th of July. And it's the day before Robby, Dr. Robby, Michael Rabinovich, takes his 3-month sabbatical.
Yeah.
Which he's doing on a goddamn motorcycle.
Yeah, he's going to drive a motorcycle. And everyone keeps saying, I have a feeling that might be something's going to go down.
Well, he wasn't wearing a helmet when he was riding. And he's since lied about it and said he wears a helmet. And he did not.
Something is going to happen with this.
And there's been motorcycle victims, like accidents. And they keep foreshadowing. And something.
Yeah, my sister actually is no stranger to doctors, and she was saying that like a thing that kind of took her out of it was that he's not wearing a helmet. And I kind of countered her in the DMs. I was like, actually, I think it speaks to how he is kind of in his I don't give a fuck era to the point of being like a little bit selfish.
I think it's very purposeful that he was not wearing one.
Yes.
Like they wouldn't do that without a reason. And because a lot of people were like, no way he wouldn't wear one, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, this is on purpose.
This is on purpose. This says something about his state. That's why it's such good writing. It says something about his state of mind from the get-go. That this like guy leading the Pitt is driving a motorcycle without a helmet when like people might really need him.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's where we pick up. We also pick up, it happens to be Dr. Frank Langdon's first day back after he's been away at treatment for his benzo addiction.
Yes. He's back and we find out like no one has reached out to him.
No one. Which it at first I was like, oh my God, it makes sense that like Whitaker, Mel, Santos, that they didn't reach out.
They knew him one day.
But like Dana was surprising because they were pretty close.
Yeah.
And I think mainly, we're going to talk about this because the way Dr. Robby is treating Langdon is tough to watch.
It makes my insides shrivel up. I can feel how horrible it would feel to be Dr. Langdon.
It's rough. So maybe we'll start out with like where we find everyone.
Okay, good call.
Okay, so Dr. Robby, he's about to go on sabbatical.
Dr. Langdon is back.
He's back first day, and Robby didn't know it was his first day back. And so, of course, the power of dramatic writing, it just happens that he comes back the day before Robby goes on his trip.
So Langdon now has like one shift to apologize, right this relationship, make amends, etc.
We find Nurse Dana Evans. She took a little break. It's been revealed, but she is back. So for season 1 was the big tease. Is she done? Is she over when she got punched in the eye? But she's back.
She's back, and she's taking a new nurse under her wing who is her first day.
Nurse Emma.
Yeah, Nurse Emma. She is so sweet.
I really like her as an addition to the cast. She's really good, especially the not last episode. I think it was the episode before the Louis episode where she helped. We'll get into it.
Okay.
So we find her. Okay.
Dr. Santos is living with Dr. Whitaker. They are now roommates.
So cute.
Yeah, really
fight like
fun.
siblings.
Totally fight like siblings. It's clear that Dr. Santos is having like some kind of like relationship with the
Garcia, the surgeon.
Yes.
So, and then we find out Whitaker has been spending a ton of time at Amy's farm.
Crazy.
Amy's from season 1. She was the pregnant wife of the man who was burned, who we didn't know if he was going to die. Turns out he did die.
And Whitaker has been going to this farm every weekend, like stepping in basically as like a father figure.
He's not the stepdad. He's the dad who stepped
He's
up.
the dad who stepped up.
And I really like this moment when that's revealed because Santos is talking to Dr. Robby and Dr. Robby's like, what, he's a girlfriend? And Santos says this thing where she's like, I just don't want him being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And I think there's these cracks. I think Santos is going to have a breakdown this season.
Ooh, why?
I feel like because she is feeling very overwhelmed with the chart. She's behind on her charting. She's just like having a rough go of it.
She's lashing out. Like, I think it's interesting that she was lashing out and being, a usual kind of jerk to Whitaker, using nicknames, etc. But then kind of behind his back being like, hey, I'm worried about Whitaker. If you want to say something to kind of help him.
And Langdon's back and she's the reason he was caught. I'm a Trinity Santos like apologist.
Oh yeah,
I'm team. Kyle hates her. It's so funny. He just like hates that character, and I get it. She's like,
it's because the actress is doing a great job.
Really good.
She's so solid,
and the writing is so good because even this last episode, it was revealed she was in the bathroom. She has scars from self-harm on her thigh, and so. And when she sings to the baby in Tagalog, it's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
This last episode was my number one favorite.
That's why I'm glad that Mercury retrograde really got us last week because we needed this last episode. It really felt like the first chapter ended.
Yeah, it was good. And honestly, episode 6 and 7, because I think 6 was the nurse-focused episode, or was that episode 8? Where's the one with the Louis, I guess?
6, I thought.
They're kind of all blending together, but like the nurse-focused episode that Noah Wiley directed was so good. And okay, so we see my favorite, Dr. Cassie McKay. She's doing well. She wants to get laid. That's her big
that's her thing.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Dr. Mohan is fielding calls from her mom constantly. Yeah. So something's going on there.
She's working on a patient who she's kind of centered around the storyline of how expensive healthcare is and how inaccessible this is for families, even when like the life of this person depends on it. Her storyline is interesting, and we'll obviously touch on the Mohabbot of it all. But Dr. Mel
is in a lawsuit.
She's being deposed.
And I'm curious why, because I think we're going to find out, and I think that's going to be important.
Yeah, we don't know why. You're so right. We're kind of assuming because everyone's acting, they're like, this happens all the time. Like getting named is kind of part of the deal. And you're kind of, this is your first time, it's whatever. But there's absolutely something more.
I've heard whispers of rumors that I don't want to say on the record, but when we hang up, I will.
The streets are talking. The streets are saying Mel's in trouble.
And I have certain sources close to the, I'll tell you.
I can't.
Juicy. Wait. So we don't know why she's in a lawsuit. And then we have the supporting cast of nurses who are Donnie is a new dad. I love Nurse Donnie. And
I do too.
I love the scenes with Donnie and Langdon this season.
Yes.
And I think the biggest thing for me is that I have become a Langdon fan, who I hated Langdon season 1.
Wow.
I have become a huge Langdon like sympathizer, I'll say.
Yeah,
maybe not a fan, but like
joined me.
I feel bad for him this season.
He is trying really hard.
And Robby is he being unfair?
Okay, that's such a good question. I really loved what he said to him in the last episode when they're on the helicopter dock, and Langdon finally gets to apologize to him, and Robby just turns and he's like shouting over the helicopter, and he's like, I'm glad you got the help you needed, but I don't know if I want you in my OR.
That's awful.
I mean, he's so matter of fact, it's like hard to argue with.
I know.
And he's also had like 10 months to stew about this, and it's so like cold and matter of fact. It would almost be better if he was like shouting at him like he was in season 1.
Because it makes me feel like he'll never change his mind. Like his mind is made up.
And he's about to go away again for 3 months. Like
It's about to go away.
this window is barely open and it's just closing again.
And I think I really didn't like what happened after that scene where Robby is like rattling Langdon and like, you know, poking him and really making him second guess himself. And it's just like really hard to watch.
I mean, Robby was obviously very hurt by what he did. Oh my God. And how now Whitaker is like his new best friend. And Langdon sees him like bumping fists and stuff. It's just like
Langdon's jelly.
devastating. It'd be like if I walked into Nico's and you were hosting a new show with somebody and you guys were having a blast. I would want to die.
Literally.
I want to die.
It is that feeling of, and it's like Langdon is doing all the right things to be better. He apologized to Louis. Now I am waiting for the Langdon and Santos scene when there has to be one this
close that
season.
loop. They have to.
Like he has to. If this is how he's going to win my full thing, because the way he screamed at her in season 1 is
it was an addict getting their toy taken away.
It was. And it was really scary. And I would have been so rattled if I was her.
Yep.
Not to talk, you know, the power imbalance, the gender thing. It was just like a lot. And so I'm very curious how he plans to make amends with her. Because if he's truly following the program, you know, you make amends.
And he does seem to really be committed to doing that. I did find it interesting that the show made a point to show that he is still in his marriage.
And he even was like, any woman would take the kids and leave.
And the nurse is like, she's a good woman.
Are we ever going to see her? Who knows?
Who knows? Is she real?
Is Catherine going to play her? I'm manifesting.
Am I going to show up? You guys, am I going to show up as his wife?
I want that for you.
And they have like great chemistry.
Exactly. I want this for you. And then, of course, we have the brand new attending, Dr. Al-Hashimi, who is...
She fits in so well.
I love her. Her character is getting a lot of haters, I think. People being like, I just hate her because she does champion AI a little bit. But she says it because she wants to spend more time with her son,
Yeah,
you know?
and she's the foil. She was brought in to be the foil and kind of the other side of the coin to Robby, and she's doing a great job of
in
that.
this last episode, the episode 1, we're introduced to her. She's kind of like, you know, a little like doesn't show a lot on her emotions, and she's just like very by the book a little bit. And at the end of episode 1, when baby Jane Doe, baby Jane Doe,
how's our baby Jane Doe?
Baby Jane Doe.
Vitals. I'm taking her vitals.
We love it. We love
my
it.
God.
Name of this episode should be just Baby Jane Doe.
Baby Jane Doe. Doe spelled D-O-H.
Exactly. Okay, so the baby is there, and Al-Hashimi is staring at her and starts like welling up in tears and is kind of like in this other place mentally. We don't know why.
Well,
biggest cliffhanger. But now
we kind of have some context because we find out that she is actually she spent time in the Middle East as a medic at a
maternity ward.
At a maternity ward that it sounds like was bombed or something awful happened.
Awful.
To mothers and children specifically.
And she calls her, is it like psychotherapist on the phone? Because she starts being triggered in the ER, and she's like, she goes into the bathroom, you know, she's hyperventilating, and she leaves a message, I think, for her like psychotherapist.
Yes, someone who like can either like talk her through something or get her.
I have to watch it because I missed like exactly what some neuropsychotherapist or something.
And in the midst of her really, again, being kind of this like fork thrown in how the pit functions in like chaos that kind of seems to always work out.
Yeah.
In the midst of her kind of being this like fork thrown in the pit that sort of functions out of chaos, she also has like a little bit of like a flirty relationship with Robby. Like
she does.
They're you know, they might like get a beer or something, but then she also might get a beer with Abbott.
She is like a little flirt. Well, first of all, she is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And just, I think is a really great actress and has chemistry with like like I really love that Robby is like rattled by her a little bit or annoyed by her. It's giving like enemies to lovers.
And she really does seem to be someone who could, in one scene, she's like empathetic, better than Robby at a lot of things. And then in the other, she's like, use the AI tool to get your charts done, or you may have to retake this year.
I know. But then, and it's like weird because she waffles between like because she like really fights for that the man who is incarcerated.
Yes.
She fights for him to stay and get a room because he is not being taken care of at the prison. So we see this, and like Robby's like against that. He's like, look, we need the bed space. Like he doesn't need to be here. Get him out.
They are like the epitome of like empathy versus the real practicality. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we see Robby, you know, go above and beyond for his patients. That girl who has the flesh-eating rash, where he talks to the boss on the phone. He's like, if you fire her for missing work, we will sue you and I will testify.
Yes.
And like,
so badass.
I know. And so like, I think Robby is an amazing doctor. I think he's flawed, which makes him an incredible character. And I love I love that they don't shy away from making Robby very flawed, because I do think he mishandled season 1 with Cassie McKay and the teen who like had the list of girls that wronged him. Like Robby was like really defending that teen and he was like putting his like little misogyny blinders on, and they didn't shy away from that. He didn't like come out looking good in
He's
that
got
situation.
biases like everybody does.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the stakes are really high when you are a doctor dealing with these things. Your biases have like real repercussions.
Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of where we find everyone.
Well, there's 2 new there's Ogilvy and
Joy.
And I really they're so fun too. Ogilvy like wants to he wants to prove to everyone how smart he is and how like capable he is. He's literally like taking on like the other interns. But then like sure enough, he gets humbled by being shat on. On his face.
Would you take an acting role that had you shat like that lady did?
You know what? I think if I was an elderly actor like that actress, absolutely. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I hope that by the time I'm like 80 years old, like that woman.
And still working, God willing.
And still working, I hope I'm like, yeah whatever. This sounds important. I'll absolutely do it. Because it was like an essential part of the episode.
Can't believe.
But that was crazy.
Some of the things they are showing this season, the erect penis.
The finger, like
Cassie, like Dr. McKay put her fingers in a man's butthole.
And this is stuff that this doesn't seem sensationalist.
No, it's real.
It is what happens in a hospital.
They are not shying away from the grotesque, like bodily function of it all. We had someone puking up hot dogs all last episode.
That was so gross.
It was
the maggots under the cast.
Don't eat dinner when you watch The Pitt.
Absolutely not. You have to have your hands free so that you can cover your face.
I am on like I love like medical TikTok of like workers like the medical field. I love nurses. Like spend a day with me and like all the comments are like nurses and doctors in the ER are built different. Like they can like literally get shat on and then eat like a tuna sandwich for lunch and not bat an eye. Like the true heroes of this world.
They're actually the true heroes, and we have to take care of them.
I know.
Because burnout, you really understand why burnout is such a thing.
Yeah.
You have to that reminds me when you sang the TikTok. The young
Dr. Giovanni. We didn't even mention Dr. Giovanni.
She's a TikTok star.
Dr. J.
Dr. J. This girl comes in who's like eyelashes are stuck together.
Who is Patrick Ball's girlfriend in real life.
Shut up.
Wait, did you not know that?
No.
That's Patrick Ball's real girlfriend.
I love that because she was really good.
I know. It's relationship nepotism, but sure. Because Sean Haddis's wife was also. But you know what? Sean Haddis's wife had like 2 lines in the pilot. I'm like, yeah, give that role to like.
It's a family affair.
I know. And I love that they do that.
I do too. He just wants it to be like, we're all friends here.
Yeah. And Patrick Ball's girlfriend is an actor.
Yeah.
Like they met, I think, doing theater, or I don't know if I'm right. But yeah, that's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they had all their scenes.
She was great. She was really funny.
She was really good.
But she was like, I kind of just want Dr. J. And that's how you find out that Dr. Giovanni has this like TikTok where she talks about like life as a doctor.
Yes.
And she's got a lot of followers.
And her 21st birthday's coming up. That's kind of been, I wonder if that'll be like in the finale. Like, I don't know if it's like leading there. They're like planning. Well, I think it's a different day, but they're planning like Princess and Perla, 2 icons, 2
Love
queens.
them.
They are wanting to plan Giavatti's 21st birthday. And Giavatti is, I really hope Matteo comes back, the adorable nurse that she had a crush on. I think he is coming back. He is coming back for a few episodes.
I forgot about that.
I think he's coming back.
That was so sweet. Yeah. Well, speaking of crushes, should we talk about the Mohabbot moment?
I think we should, because I think there are multiple things happening here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the return of Dr. Jack Abbott. And my God, is it a return? He couldn't come. They know what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're doing. They know what the girlies want. Gender neutral term. And the man comes in a SWAT uniform.
Sweating, pushing the gurney. One of his men has been, they were like shot. They were doing a raid or something. So on his off time, Dr. Abbott, not only does he sit around listening to the police scanner, which we find out in season 1, he volunteers with the goddamn SWAT team.
He is never not serving our country. This man is never not protecting us.
Because he's running from something.
Because he's running
from his widowed sadness, grief.
And they make a point to show a close-up of his wedding ring.
I need more people to talk about this. That scene. Okay, anyway, he comes back.
That's why we're talking about it.
We're talking about it. He comes back. He looks better than ever.
The man looks so good.
He is just, oh my God, gobble it up.
Yeah, he's like rushing through in his SWAT. He's like, hey guys, I got like a shot here. Da, 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 da. Never mind the fact that he himself is injured.
Oh, but we don't know that yet because goddamn, he pushes through.
Goddamn, he's going to protect his men.
He's right in there. Dr. Alashimi's like, who are you? And he's like, oh, you're the new doctor.
Oh my God.
And then they have that bond over both being in the Middle East. And then he is like, we should grab a beer sometime.
Yeah, swap
trade
war stories.
And she's like, okay.
And then that'd be nice. And Robby looks over.
Yep. So Dr. Jack Abbott has swag with everyone.
Yeah. Jack Abbott is never going to be over his wife, and yet so good with every single woman he interacts.
Okay, so then Samira is looking for her patient who has, I think, diabetes, and it's been this whole storyline.
He has to go back to work, but yeah,
So she's like, Mr. Diaz opens the curtain. Who's there?
Doctor.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Tap the banner to learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Abbott, shirtless, tending to his own wound.
The arms of a man who works out.
And has worked out probably his whole life.
Oh my God, this man is 50. And he is in the best shape I think he's probably ever been in his career.
Yep.
He looks amazing.
He looks amazing and not too much.
Not too much. It's like believable.
It's so believable.
It's believable. So of course they're having him take it. I love that we get Abbott without his shirt on, like immediately.
They know what people are like. It's just it's so interesting to be watching a show that kind of so clearly like is chronically online with the viewers.
Yes.
And
they're like fan servicing in a way that's not annoying.
that's the thing. Like it flows in the episode. It doesn't feel like a kind of cut out moment like it really could. So, okay.
He's taking off his shirt. Samira's like, and she's like, awkward.
Sorry,
She's like, Mr. Diaz.
Have
Like,
you seen
why
my
is she still calling for him? Girl,
He's gone.
he's gone. And
He
he's
has
not
left
going to
the
be
building.
right there standing. She's like, and Jack Abbott's like, no one's here. And she's like, and she has a bag of
And
things
she's
she has
like,
to give
oh
him.
no. It's like her Little Red Riding Hood. I've got this basket.
I have these things to give him. And he's like, Uber it. She's like, the hospital won't pay for that.
And then he says, I'll pay for it.
So hot out of the corner of his mouth as he's like preparing his sutures.
Yeah, I'll pay for it. It's just so good.
And she's like, thanks. And so then she notices he's trying to patch himself up because he was shot at.
protecting the community.
And so she's like, let me do that.
Yeah, she starts patching him up. This is when they show the close-up of his wedding ring.
Oh my God. He's like preparing the stuff. Yeah. And I am so glad they did that because I think it might come up, if not this season. I mean, look, it's renewed for a third season. The show's not going anywhere. Yeah. They're the master of the slow reveal. And I think we're going to get more there because it wasn't intentional for him to be widowed. Sean Hattasey just forgot to take off his wedding ring in the first season. And so they made his character widowed.
That's so good.
Yeah, he just forgot to take his wedding ring off.
It just makes me feel like there are some parts of the story that, I don't know. I really believe that like some stories are circling around in the ether, and some storyteller's going to pick them up, and there's like really important things that have to happen with it, and that to me feels like an example of like, no, in this story it's actually very important that he be widowed, and the universe conspired to like make sure that part of the story is told.
Yeah, because especially like his whole character is written as if he isn't partnered, he like loves the night shift. And so it makes sense. And I love the close up on the ring because it's heartbreaking that he still wears it.
It gives really needed context to also his interactions with specifically women. Like,
I know.
I feel kind of bad for people who are so attractive because it's almost impossible when they're like in frame or in a scene with someone of the opposite sex, if they're like coded as straight, which he is. It's almost impossible to not be like, what's going on here?
I know. He could be in a scene with any person. Yeah. I mean, the amount of people that ship him with Robby, I get that. Totally, they have insane chemistry. With him and Alashimi now, I'm like, I kind of ship that, especially because they're closer in age. I kind of have an issue with the age gap, but it's fine. And I love the close up on the ring because it's really heartbreaking. He still wears it. And there's a trope in the fan fictions for Dr. Abbott where he like wears it with his dog tags. And
I love that so much. That's good.
So like anytime he's with someone new and they're like undressing, they see the dog tags and the person he's with in the story will like touch her hands on his chest. And he's like, I'm broken and old. And she's like, I want you just as you are. Oh my God.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good shit.
That's good shit.
Good shit.
And so like, he's just the best. It's crazy. This character who was in 4 episodes in season 1 barely had any. I mean, you could put his lines. You could probably put all his lines on 2 pages
100%.
from season 1.
And it's also crazy that these 2 characters who had maybe 35 collective seconds of screen time and interactions together now have this pretty long scene within the episode. That is a proper scene.
I know. And Robby clocks it and does a double take as he's passing by.
That's the best part. He just passes by and kind of like looks on his way.
Now, the beauty of the show is that might be the only interactions we get with them this season.
Yeah.
And I think that's enough.
Oh yeah, we don't need to plot an entire
It's not Grey's
illicit
Anatomy.
affair. Absolutely
It's not. I don't think it'll ever be. I don't think romance will ever be the forefront. I think it's really special that way, that we get little glimpses of the bonds and the relationships.
Completely.
And I would really be surprised if we get more than that for them this season.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't make sense to like keep.
It'd be we'll see, but
we'll see.
I agree with you.
I feel like it would be a different show if we followed this like in the forefront. It might be in the background here and there.
Yeah.
But I love that they did it. I thought it was really beautiful, the close up on his wedding ring. I think Samira is a great character. I think she also was written older. She was written as like 36 or 37, and I think the actress playing her is like 27.
Yeah.
But they in an interview, she said that her age is supposed to be 29. So I think if they originally wrote something where, because in the first version of, or the pilot, Sean Hattie has said, there's a scene that got cut where he says she's the smartest person in the room. If they were planning that, I think it makes sense that she would be a little older,
Yeah.
And so I'm just interested where this all goes, basically.
Me too.
But because it still is kind of giving, I guess, like it's romantic, but it still feels like mentor mentee. I don't know.
And that's the thing. Like the hospital has such a clear hierarchical system, and also a system where like it's all hands.
Yeah.
At some point, like the level you're at sort of doesn't matter if you're the best person and have the best idea in the room, or at least it shouldn't.
And she's a great doctor.
Yeah.
And she is, and I love that character. I think, it's really good. I'm just curious where it goes. I support them. I am a Mohabbot shipper.
Yeah.
But I'm also an Abbott shipper with anyone.
That's the thing. And again, it's just so cool that
It's so
we
cool.
got this scene, period.
And I will say, I've read a few Whitaker and Samira fics.
Oh.
And I am so into it.
How old is Whitaker supposed to be?
I think it is like, what?
Late 20s?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Like, how old are you when you're like a second year resident?
I think you're probably like 28, 29.
Maybe even like 26 to 29. Could be completely
I
off
know
base.
one person who has gone through residency. My friend Trish.
Yeah,
And-
my brother-in-law did, but he was older. So he went a little later. So his age was always a little older than them. Because he's my age, I think, and he's just now finishing up like his fellowship. I don't know.
You have to go to school so long to
You
be a
do.
doctor. As
You
you
do.
should, to be honest.
You should.
I don't want someone who did like a 2-year
No.
program
I know.
operating on me.
No.
No.
I'm also glad they show age diversity because McKay is an older resident and she even says it. She like came to it late.
Well, okay, where does this episode end? Because the big Deus Ex Machina event happens.
They're going analog, baby.
We're going analog. Take a picture of the screen before it
And then it
disappears.
disappears 2 seconds later.
And he's like, I got it. So basically, the other hospital, pretty much halfway through season 2, they're like, they're not responding.
Yeah.
Their patients are being transferred to us, and no one can really tell what's going on because no one's answering the phone.
Yeah.
It turns out there's a huge cyber attack on like every hospital in the
course.
region, which, we giggle, but that would
know.
be I don't know if
Awful.
you remember that day when like Amazon services went down. It was like 6 months ago or something. There was a big service that a ton of businesses use that just crashed.
Yeah.
And it messed up
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
everything for weeks.
Yeah.
Like a server going down is actually like cataclysmic
Oh,
in
yeah.
this day and age.
It is.
God
It
forbid the grid ever go down.
No, please.
Please, Lord.
So I am excited to see. Yeah, obviously we're ramping up. It's like the midpoint of the season, which I think they're ramping up like a little sooner than last season.
Last season, the shooting took place like episode 11 or something when the shift was ending.
Yeah, this is episode 8 and they're ramping up. So I have no idea where anything is going.
Or if it can get worse. Like, are they going to
know.
lose power? Are they
Yeah.
going to like have to take handwritten notes?
I feel like this is the big event, right? I don't think it can get worse than this, like event wise, because then we get into like 911 territory.
Completely, like,
where it's like,
now there's a volcano.
it's too much. And that is not this. So I would be shocked if another like event happens, but I think our heroes are going to be put through a lot.
Yeah, the fallout of this event actually gives way to a lot of opportunities.
And I feel like this season, they've settled into a lot where they're giving a lot of emotional depth, and we're getting backstories, and we're finding out a lot more about these characters in a way that it feels like maybe the actual climax of the season will be more emotional versus, I mean, obviously we had that with Robby's breakdown. It was just very Robby focused season 1, which you have to be.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how this, I don't know. We have the Langdon and Robby. We have Langdon and Santos. We have Santos reveal that she has a past with self-harm.
Santos and Al-Hashimi.
We have Santos and Al-Hashimi. We have Al-Hashimi and Robby. We have Whittaker also, like, is he gonna like, he has a lot. Baby Jane Doe. We have to figure out what that is. I do want to talk about, too, some of our favorite cases.
I would love to do that, too.
This season.
Yep.
I think the biggest one being Louis.
Louis.
This episode destroyed me.
Me too. The reveal of the photo in okay, yeah, I'm getting chills as we're talking about it. So Louis is no stranger to the pit. Yeah. It's clear that, like, we see him or they see him like at least every couple months. He has a relationship with everybody. And he's a pretty chronic alcohol abuser.
Yeah. But no, he is like a fixture in the ER. He is always there because
his emergency number is just the ER. Like, it's unclear who he has in his life. And he passes away unexpectedly.
I kind of knew it was coming. Louis was getting a ton of screen time the first half of this season. Yeah. And that actor is incredible. This character, they made us fall in love with Louis. We love him. Everyone at the ER loves him.
Louis was one of the people Langdon was stealing pills from, and Langdon like apologizes, and Louis like takes it like a champ.
Because like if they made you feel better, like. And so then it's revealed. So then Louis dies.
Yeah.
It's awful. And it's revealed that he was married and his wife.
And child.
And he had a baby.
Yeah.
And they were killed in a car crash.
And this happened like decades before. Like the photo is clearly from the 90s or something like. And that was who he was before the viewers and the doctors all met him. Is like everyone is coming in actually with a story, with like they're not just cases. And you know, you see people like who are sort of the result of like decades of mistreating their bodies.
Yeah.
And there's always a reason for that.
Yeah, he was drinking himself into his grave purposely. It's devastating. And it's so beautiful watching Dana and Emma take care of him, clean him up.
They clean up his body.
Yeah, they clean up his body. And Dana is like, we always keep the hand out from under the sheet. And Emma's like, why? And Dana's like, so a family member can hold his hand. And then he has no family. And so Emma holds his hand.
Emma holds his hand. She's the one who holds his hand.
So sweet.
And I also put together, she's about the age that I think the child would have been.
And Emma in this moment, I'm just like, she's so good and so sweet. Yeah, that episode was beautiful. That arc was beautiful for Louis.
It gave so much nuance and like nobility to someone who I think we all kind of know or can picture a Louis that we've interacted with. It just gave so much. It gives like a sacredness to people like that you know and you meet and kind of carry on from.
And Perla's reaction, she is messed up over this. And it's the first time we really see Perla emotional.
Yes.
She is like, she's so good at her job. All the nurses are rock stars. Right. And I love how much they hold up those nurses. They give the nurses their flowers in the show. They're like, always listen to them. And Perla is really not okay with she's like very deeply affected by Louis.
She has to take a beat.
She does. And Princess is like there for her. Everyone's there for her. And it's just like, damn, you just see how much everyone is. And then, of course, Ogilvy breaks the news to Whittaker.
That was so, okay.
It's like he died.
Because he doesn't fucking know.
No, he doesn't.
And it just, again, that's such a smart writing moment.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've been that person where I just want to like fit in, shoot the shit with people, and then you like are casual about something that actually you haven't had the chance to read the room and realize it's actually not, it's not casual at all. Even like this, that's not how we do things here.
Yeah.
It's just such a social misstep that I felt in my body.
It was so, and Perla's like, God damn it, new kid. And
he feels like he kind of realizes he was a dick.
I hope Ogilvy has some kind of arc, because my God, do they make him so hateable.
They've made him so hateable.
No redeeming qualities.
But
none.
they're starting to, it's like every episode after like episode 4 has taken him down a notch.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
He needs to fall on his ass. He needs something to happen. Joy, they're finally given more to.
But she actually wants to be someone who doesn't have to interact with people.
She wants to go into pathology.
Yeah.
So I'm like, great.
Yeah. And she also was the person who suggested a cheaper solution
For the health insurance situation.
Yes.
So they're finally giving her some more. I do want to talk about the case of the woman who has cancer.
I wanted to talk about.
And her husband and what the heck is going on.
That's just devastating. So, okay, she is a cancer patient. Her husband brought her in, and it kind of becomes clear that like just how much she needs to constantly be taken care of and how constantly uncomfortable she is. This is like really weighing on her, and she wants to stay in the hospital.
She wants to stay in the
And she has a death doula.
who is a nurse.
Yeah.
Who is the night shift charge, who then has to come. It's just crazy. And her husband is like so in love with her and is like, come home. I love taking care of you. And she's like, it's too much on him. I think she's really accepted her fate, and maybe the husband isn't, and they have 2 kids.
Well, I thought she was going to ask for like assisted
Me too.
suicide.
I really thought so, especially when I thought they were going to come back to the room or something. Like, I don't know. I was like, what's going to happen?
The way she was watching him leave
And
really
then-
made you think does she know this is the last time she's going to see him?
I know.
And then it's not, which is like, that would be so emotionally exhausting.
Yeah, I am very curious where they're going to take this storyline. And the actors are killing it. They're
She is so
good.
good.
And the husband is really good. I think he is in the OC, because all these people online were like, if you see this man, never trust him. I think he played like a villain in the early 2000s of some show, because everyone's like, oh, this guy showed up. Don't trust him immediately, because he played some, I got to look it up, but it's something like
He's
that.
such a good husband and father. Like, he clearly loves her.
I know. What's
doesn't
going on?
really, but also like, he is so dedicated and ready to support her and be there for her through this. He doesn't see how much it's costing her.
Yeah. Okay, where's that going to go? Are there any other cases? There's one other case that I don't want to talk about the details of because it's quite triggering.
Yeah.
But the sexual assault case, the way they handled this, I thought was just beautiful. And we're seeing Dana breaks. Dana breaks. I mean, and we know she has daughters. We know, the way they handled this, the way Emma handled, like, I just thought it was so beautifully. The acting, this actress they got for this
the way
role.
The actress played this role. Again, they treat these cases, the show treats these cases with the like everyday tragedy, beauty that like these cases deserve. There's just so much nobility in these guest star roles.
This was a really hard watch, and also extremely informative that this is what happens.
I think it's going to be life-changing for people to watch these scenes. I really think so.
And because I know like so much is, that's just a really hard thing to do, and like to go to an ER to report anything. But the way they did it, and like, because I wasn't aware of all the steps they do, like everything. And I'm like, and I didn't know that, I think it's called a SANE, like whatever Dana is certified in, that she can do this. I didn't know nurses could get that like certification to like do this thing. But I just thought they handled it really beautifully and tenderly and devastating. And the acting was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll
What
see.
a show.
So good.
Yeah. Gosh, we've talked about this for a while, but it's such a good show. It's easy to talk about. I mean, do you have a prediction for where we're headed that isn't based on your little whispering informants?
Let's see. I really don't know. I think we're due for some like mental breakdowns. Like, I think Robby's not going to have another one because he had a big one, season 1. Dana even kind of had one. I think maybe Trinity, something's ramping up here with Santos.
And with Al-Hashimi.
And Al-Hashimi. I think I'm very curious where they're bringing her character, what we're going to learn. I'm very intrigued by her. I really like her.
God, I do too.
And I'm excited to see. I just think we're gearing up for some really emotional things happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you. And I think I have a prediction that Robby is going to get a chance or be asked to leave from his shift before it's time.
And he's not going.
And I think it's important that he chooses to stay because there's such an emphasis this season on he is so close to getting the break he desperately needs.
Yeah.
The man has to take this sabbatical and this is his final shift.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to get a chance. I think he's going to want to leave on his own terms and through that kind of find his a renewed reason why he comes back and puts himself through this every single day.
I'm very excited.
Me too. And we'll cover the back half.
We're going to cover the back half. The next time we talk about this, we'll know all the answers.
We'll have all the answers. Well, okay. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
Hey, if you're enjoying the pod, drop us a comment. Leave 5 stars. Please. It makes such a difference. It just brightens our day so much. And we want everyone to experience the joy of obsession.
We do. You can find us also at backdrop.fm. Become a member. You get ad-free episodes. You get bonus episodes. You get access to all the podcasts that are part of the backdrop.fm family. So it's a great bang for your buck. Do it.
You can find me at Catherine Bourne Taylor on all the things.
You can find me at Nina Concepcion on all the things.
And the show at obsess_the show on all the things.
Yes.
Oh, and if you made it this far, I have a show on April 19th at the Elysian Theater in Los Angeles of Bellingham Bay, my solo show where I take you through a TV show that does not exist, that only exists in my head. April 19th, come on down. That would be awesome to see everyone.
Well, stay obsessed.
Stay obsessed, everybody.
Sometimes it feels like red and blue states are just as divergent as post-World War II East and West Germany. So what can the US learn from German political history in order to create a more perfect union? Find out on the new season of The Future of Our Former Democracy, the Signal Award-winning podcast from More Equitable Democracy and Large Media. Hosted by me, Colin Cole, and Heather Villanueva. It's time to rethink democracy. So follow The Future of Our Former Democracy wherever you get your podcasts.
Not all darkness is dangerous. Sometimes it's the doorway to becoming whole. On the brand new podcast, The Shadow Sessions, hosted by me, Hibab Al-Faqih, a psychologist and trauma expert, we shed light on the hidden corners of the human experience. Through raw, unfiltered conversations from the edge of healing, The Shadow Sessions invites you to do the deeper work that leads to real change. Follow The Shadow Sessions wherever you're listening now.